This is the FA-18 Hornet, all right? An incredible flying machine. It's responsible for winning countless amounts of battles, both in the air and on the ground. Well, today, what I want to talk to you about is where you see yourself in the next 5 years. Now, this is a question that a lot of people dread. You go to a job interview and your employer asks you this boring, redundant question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What are you going to do? How do you see yourself in a professional setting and all that stuff, and on and on and on and on. You just make stuff up like, oh, in 5 years, hopefully, I'll still be employed here. Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's a legitimate question though, because think about it. If you were asked that question 5 years ago, where you see yourself 5 years from that point, and you answered it right, honestly, and then you see where you are now, are you happy? Right? Think about that. So now, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? I don't even want you to think about 10 years. I don't want you to think about 15 years. I think probably 5 years is a little too distant. Honestly, you should think about where you see yourself a month from now, or a week from now, or maybe 2 months from now. Start there. And then when you get to the point where you can understand and you can cherish and you can like really control and master the art of creating your destiny and creating your future, then you can go out further. 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And then that way, you'll see progress. But until then, you have to, you have to figure it out. You've got to create it, right? So a good example of this is like, where you see yourself 1 week from now. Well, it could be simple. It could be, well, 1 week from now, I see myself with all my bills paid and a full tank of gas. All right, so what steps are you going to take to accomplish that, right? You're going to pull back on some expenses, stop eating out so much, you're going to work a little harder, maybe earn some more commissions at your job, or what? Do that, see how you can focus, see how you can make those goals achievable. Once you attain them, set higher goals, and keep going. It's a growing process. But again, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Sit down and think about that. Because in a previous video, I talked about how life is very short. So you have to take every single day into consideration, and you have to really cherish what you have right now. Because the present, is very important. The past, it's in the past. The future is a mystery, but the present, that's a gift. That's why they call it that, right? It's a Chinese proverb. So, again, consider the possibility. Consider what you can accomplish. When you pay attention to where you are, when you pay attention to your goals, when you pay attention to what you can accomplish, and then most importantly, when you remain consistent, you remain determined, and you remain true to yourself. That is what it's all about. All right? So that's it. Where you see yourself in 5 years, create a goal sheet, create a wish board or something, and go get it. If you really want to take your life to the next level, get started with me. I'll show you how you can use real estate investing as a tool, as a vehicle, as a resource to help you achieve everything and anything that you've ever wanted in your entire life. All right, so I've got a team. I flip properties down here. I own properties all over the state. I've been doing this for over 9 years. When I was 18, until now, whenever you're looking at the video. And I'm just going and going and going. I'm doing it. So let's make it happen, folks. Let's do it. Get involved with me. I'm part of a community of investors, of business owners. You want to grow? Surround yourself with people that are growing and have grown, and that know more than you do, that are more advanced on the business level than you are, and learn from us and become one of us. But the first step, though, is you have to make the decision, and you've got to get started. So, come down to one of the events, and I look forward to seeing you soon. My name is Sam. Take care. You know what? I'll show you a little bit more about this jet. Take a look. For those of you that are into aviation, becoming a pilot or whatever, now, if we look at this over here, we'll see, just to kind of give you an idea of scale, how massive this thing is. So this is my hand, right
right? Little old hand, right? That's it. Look at this thing. It is huge. U.S. Navy, FA-18. So how'd you even get up here, being as short as I am? This is, right here, that's where my head goes, right there, bam. So what do I do? Is there like a ladder? This is amazing. My dream is to own a jet, very similar to this. I've looked around, I see that, I think the MiGs, they go for, you know, somewhere around, I don't know, $1 million. Guess this is where the missile goes, right over here. This is the gear, retractable gear. Goes right into that system in there. Very amazing. This is an incredible machine, like, wow. Massive machine, just massive, right? This is, yep, sick. And this is the landing item. I'm not too sure what this is called, but this comes down and it hooks when it lands on the aircraft carrier, right? So that's what that does. How do I know all this? Well, playing a lot of games with these things. That's that's how I know. Missiles are held here on the wing and right over there, and that pretty much does it. So, yeah. Again, like I said, you got to go after your dream. You got to set goals, and you have to accomplish them. That is the only way to get what you want out of life. So, take care.